Um, the Aaron Rodgers trade officially happened. He's officially a New York Jet. I owe you guys this video. I know the last few have been Rangers ones, and I'm probably going to post a Game 4 video eventually. When I get around to talking about it, I can't talk about it right now. I'm way too depressed to talk about it, and not feeling very confident. But Aaron Rodgers is officially New York Jets. So let's get this out. This won't take more than 10 minutes. So yeah, Aaron Rodgers is officially a New York Jet, and the trade went down yesterday afternoon, and so Aaron Rodgers and pick number 15 went to the New York Jets for pick number 13, a conditional 2024 first rounder, assuming Rodgers plays 65% of the offensive snaps next season, a 2023 second round pick, and a 2023 sixth round pick. And so, yeah, it's on Aaron Rodgers as a Jets. So first, let's just get the bad or the stuff that doesn't really matter out of the way. The Packers were going to trade Aaron Rodgers. Everyone knew this. I do think they got a pretty good compensation for it. Apparently, a lot of people around the league didn't think he was worth a first round pick, and the fact that the Packers moved up 2 spots in the draft and also got a probable first round pick is really good for them. And they're going to be into a rebuilding mode. Jordan Love's going to get his chance to start. A lot of their key players aren't the same. And so, yeah, the Packers are not the same team, and we know this. And we could talk about what this means about the NFC North in another video. But here's why I'm making this video. As a Jets fan and as a football fan, it's about the New York Jets. So first, I will not listen to anyone that says the New York Jets lost this trade. Yes, you have to see it play out. I'm not saying the New York Jets are fully winners. You cannot say the New York Jets lost this trade. Aaron Rodgers is the best quarterback to ever put on a New York Jets uniform since Joe Namath, and he hasn't played a snap yet. In a down year, he threw for 26 touchdowns. The last time a Jet threw for 26 touchdowns was Ryan Fitzpatrick in 2015, and Ryan Fitzpatrick played 2 years for the team and was god-awful in 1 year. It was a fluky year. Aaron Rodgers is a legend. He's a first-ballot Hall of Famer. He is the best quarterback the Jets have had since Joe Namath. He has 4 more MVPs than the Jets have ever won. He has the same amount of He has the same amount of Super Bowl rings as the Jets. The Jets are so low a franchise that bringing in a 39-year-old quarterback, there's no bad sides to it unless it really flukes out. I'm not trying to jinx it. You can make all the arguments you want right now, but for in the moment, me saying this on April 25th, 2023, you cannot say the Jets are a loser of this trade. They get Rodgers, who now gets paired with Garrett Wilson, his old receiver, Alan Lazard, Mecole Hardman. They still need one more receiver. I think they'll target in the draft, and then you're giving it to Breece Hall, who should be healthy, Zonovan Knight, Michael Carter, and an offensive line that isn't bad, it isn't good, but they're going to draft an offensive lineman in the first round, and you're pairing that with a top 5 defense. This is the best defense Aaron Rodgers has ever had, arguably, and look at every side of it. Now, the people didn't want to play the Jets last year. It's not only me saying this. NFL analysts would say this. Coaches would say this because of how good their defense was. People didn't want to play the Jets with Zach Wilson. Even last year, the biggest thing with the Jets was if you scored over 17 points, you're probably going to win the game because the Jets' defense was very hard to score on, but if you score more than 17, their offense isn't going to. Now they have a top 7 quarterback in the league. This offense with Offensive Rookie of the Year, Garrett Wilson, the person who was going to win Offensive Rookie of the Year in Breece Hall, Aaron Rodgers, who's a 4-time MVP, and a bunch of other weapons and an improved offensive line, who says they can't score more than 20 points a game? And then you combine it with that defense, which was number 2 in the league last year, according to most statistics. That's a scary team. And it puts the Jets up there with the Buffalo Bills, the Kansas City Chiefs, and the Cincinnati Bengals. I did this in my other Aaron Rodgers video when Aaron Rodgers announced on the Pat McAfee show. Where are the Buffalo Bills substantially better than the New York Jets? You can't really name a place. Yes, Josh Allen's better than Aaron Rodgers, but Aaron Rodgers is still a top 7 quarterback in the league. This is the best quarterback the Jets have had, and the Jets have a legitimate chance to win the division and a legitimate chance to win the Super Bowl. And I'm not only saying that as a Jets fan. Aaron Rodgers is that good, and he threw 26 touchdowns in a down year. That is one of the best years in New York Jets history. And so, yeah, you're pairing this guy who's won 2 MVPs in the past 3 years with an up-and-coming team that won 2 accolades last year, went 7-10 with the worst quarterback play in the modern statistical era. You should expect a really, really good team, and I think that's what you're going to expect out of the Jets. A few more things about this trade. Yeah, I mentioned I think the Jets could compete with the Bills. I'm not saying they're going to beat the Bills, but don't be surprised if they don't. If they compete with them, I think the Jets are the fourth best team in the AFC right now, behind the Chiefs, Bengals, and Bills. I don't think the Bills are substantially better than the Jets in any category, but I still put them behind those teams. I don't think the Miami Dolphins are all that. I don't trust Tua Tagovailoa. The AFC is such a quarterback division with Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, Justin Herbert. I think you have to make Aaron Rodgers in that top five too, because he is that good, and we know he's that good. And then, what does it mean? What am I going to predict for the Jets? I don't know what I'm going to predict for the Jets. A lot of it has to play out. They still have a lot of uncertainty on that offensive line. Elijah Vera Tucker's coming back. He was one of the best offensive linemen last year. Mekhi Becton's coming back, but you can't really count on them to be healthy. I do think the Jets are almost guaranteed to draft an offensive lineman in the first round with pick number 15, and then they need another vertical threat. And then that defense, Sauce Gardner and DJ Reed are one of the best cornerback combos in the league. I'm not only saying that as a Jets fan. You can look at the statistics. Both were characterized as lockdown corners, and Sauce Gardner obviously won Defensive Rookie of the Year. That pass rush with Quentin Williams, Bryce Huff, John Franklin Myers, Jermaine Johnson. They lost Sheldon Rankins, but then they brought in someone from the Seahawks whose name I'm absolutely blanking out right now. Oh, Jaron Reed, I'm pretty sure. And so, yeah, their pass rush is still good. They still have C.J. Mosley, Quincy Williams. They might bring back Quan Alexander. Rumor came out today that they're talking. And then one of their weaknesses was safety. They lose LaMarcus Joyner, but they still have Jordan Whitehead, and they traded a 7th-round pick for Chuck Clark, who was the second leading tackle among safeties, and he knows how to intercept the ball. So now they have a ball-hawking safety. So that defense really is one of the top in the league. And now look at that offense. This is what the video is about. It's about Aaron Rodgers, a new team, and he wants to be there. That's a big thing, and he's going to come in with a chip on his shoulder. He's participating in the Jets offseason programs, apparently. He's already forming a relationship with some of these guys. All these guys are so excited. The morale in that building has to be so high right now because all these young players get to play with a legend that they looked up to when they were playing in Pop Warner in high school or college football, and now they get to play with him. And if you're one more thing. If you're the Jets defense and you come out that field last year, you're just like, oh, okay, is Zach Wilson going to get them points? The answer is no. But now you're coming off the field, and you're getting Aaron Rodgers the football, and you're getting the football into a legend's hands. And if you're Garrett Wilson or Breece Hall, a legend is throwing you the ball or handing you off the ball. It gives you so much more morale. I think the New York Jets are a very different team now. It's obvious to say that. They're so different with Aaron Rodgers. I think this is going to be one of the best Jets teams we've seen in a while. Their bar is so low. That is why you cannot say the Jets have lost this trade yet. Yes, it can backfire. I totally understand that. I understand everything that goes on with Aaron Rodgers. You cannot say it backfired for the Jets yet, because the Jets are going to be a legitimate Super Bowl contender. They have a legitimate chance to win the AFC East and to win the AFC. A lot of stuff has to go right for them, but this is one of the New York Jets are in the best position they've been in the past decade. They have not had a quarterback this good since Joe Namath, and Aaron Rodgers is a 4-time MVP, and he's coming with the chip on his shoulder to the Jets. With that being said, we'll see what happens, but the New York Jets have to be taken seriously. And I'm not only saying it as a Jet fan, I'm saying it as a football fan, and I'm saying it as someone looking on the outside. The New York Jets have to be taken seriously. They now have Aaron Rodgers.